Hey everyone, it's Albie. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I will be doing my March wrap up. So these are all of the books that I read in the month of March. I had a really interesting reading month. So all of these books that I read are either a 5-star or a 6-star read. So the 6-star reads are the very special ones that will be in my in the running for America's Next Top Model. No, they will be in the running for my end of the year favorites, as well as what was my favorite book of the year. So awesome that I had 2 in this month, and the others were 5 stars. So I had a lovely reading month, but I didn't read that much. I only read 5 books, and I took really big gaps between each books, and sometimes I would read like 100 pages of a book in like a day, and then I wouldn't read anything for like almost a week. So kind of all over the place with a reading schedule wise, but I read wonderful books and I thought I'd share them with you today. So the first book I read in the month of March was Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. This is a contemporary romantic comedy. It is the sequel to It Happened One Summer, and absolutely love this story. So this is Fox Thornton, who is the best friend of Brendan, I can't see his name, Brendan from the first book, who is with Piper. And Hannah is our heroine, and Hannah is Piper's little sister. So it has some wonderful tropes. It has like sort of the roommate trope, the friends to lovers trope, as well as sort of forbidden romance because, you know, the best friend's little sister can't, mess with her, don't touch her, sort of thing. Love this story. Super romantic. I loved there were scenes with like text, like a textual chemistry, as I said in Young Adult. I love that movie, where it just has these lovely text flirting or flirtatious texts with one another. Love that. This was really romantic. I really liked how in Tessa Bailey's book she had this sort of alpha male who was very idolized and sexualized by his female peers, so to speak, and he really appreciated that Hannah loved him or really liked him for himself and not just for his accomplishments and body and all that sort of stuff. So I really enjoyed this book. It was a 5-star read, obviously, and I look forward to, I believe it's called Killer Vacation, which is another romantic comedy coming out this summer by Tessa Bailey. Love this book. The next book I read was a 6-star read. It was Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. This is a science fiction romance. I guess you call it contemporary because it happens present day, but then you go to, Ice Planet. And our heroine, Georgie, is kidnapped by aliens, and she and a group of 12 other women are dropped off on this desolate ice planet, basically because the ship they were on was like in a malfunction, and so they weren't taken to where they were destined to go, but were left on this planet. And so Georgie, with the sort of help and push of the other women, goes out to look for food, safety, shelter, etc. And she is sort of semi-captured by the alien Vectal, and loved this romance. Vectal to me is a cinnamon roll hero, and just super romantic. I was so surprised. The spice was, no pun intended, out of this world. I loved, I guess I like that curiosity sort of thing that was going on between Vectal and Georgie. So very interesting. Lots of humor. So if you like a book that's like romantic, spicy, and humorous, you're really gonna love this book. It was 6 stars. Absolutely loved it. I love the cover. This is the special edition, so it's like $12. You can get the ebook for like $4, but I really do love this cover. And it comes with the 2 epilogues. But to read the second epilogue, you need to read book 2, which I own as well, and I'll get to that one. But I love the story. The third book I read this month, oh, it's heavy, is The Savage by Sophie Lark. This is a contemporary mafia romance. This featured Sabrina Gallo, who I'm assuming she must be related to Nate. I couldn't really remember. I don't know if she's a cousin. I didn't really go into detail. And what is his name? I had to look it up. Sorry. Adric. This was a 5-star read. I will say if you're a person that can't do heavy books, get the ebook. This book is very, very heavy. I really kind of bought this for the cover and stuff, but it's super, super heavy. So I bought the Brutal Print series on my Kindle, and I'm very thankful because these are very heavy. They're hard to read. It's like having to read an Outlander book. But this book I really did enjoy. The thing I really enjoyed was that this is technically a Kingsmaker book, but it doesn't take place at Kingsmaker Academy or school, whatever they call it, because I don't really like high school. It's a college, but I don't really like school-related romances. So I liked when it started to not take place at school. But really enjoyed this. Very spicy. Our heroine is bisexual, so you get a lot of different plays along with that, and some FFM. I can't get the FFM threesomes and all that sort of stuff. So you're looking for a lot of spice and a lot of spice you might not normally find in your romances. Check out The Savage by Sophie Lark. Also has a good bit more of that mafia espionage sort of in the story as well. So I really enjoyed that because I love The Bastard's Betrayal by Katie Robert, and to me that's a very traditional mafia romance, and this has a good bit of mafia in this one rather than The Heir, which was more of like a school romance to me. So love this. This is book 5 in the Kingmakers, and I read book 1, which is The Heir, and then I went to this one and I had no problems. There was a few maybe slight spoilers, but nothing where you couldn't enjoy the books and go back to them and read them. Okay, another 5-star read. This was a TikTok author that I found and I really wanted to support. I love her videos. She does a lot of humorous content, especially with her husband, which I find these to be the funniest ever. And this was Bless My Soul, which is Rage Road book 1. And this is a sort of similar to Hook, Line, and Sinker, a little sister's best friend romance slash roommate best friend. So it's sort of, you know, taboo or don't touch her sort of thing. Sorry, I like that vibe. It's very short. It comes in at 219 pages, so you can read it in a few days or day. Some people like an hour, you know, but lovely. I love this story. It was very romantic, and our hero is a fighter. So if you're looking for a fighter romance, and if you want that sort of storyline where the heroine is very sex positive and goes after what she wants, you'll like this one as well. Had some really good spicy scenes, but some really good heartfelt romantic moments. And oh my gosh, that epilogue almost had me in tears. It was so good. I loved Bless My Soul by DC Kile. And book 2 is already out. I will say, I believe that is an accidental pregnancy. So I know a lot of people are like, ah, I can't do that. But I'm going to read it. I just need to buy it first. And that one is called Bless My Heart. And there's another one coming out very soon, I think this fall. I follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And I think she said the third one comes out this fall. But love this story. And it's fun to support indie authors. And I just loved her content on TikTok. And I thought, you know what? Why not buy one of her books? Because that would really help. Right, and the last book I read in the month of March, another 6-star read. This is West in Earl by Bethanny Bennett. It is a historical romance. I believe it's set in the, is it Regency? Let me go to the 1820. I think that's sort of Regency. Loved this story so much. It has a new trope, well, it's not new, but a trope I enjoy, and that's the heroine in disguise. So Ophelia Hardwick has been living her life as her brother Adam Hardwick for like 13 years to protect herself and to hopefully get the inheritance that was left by her family. So as a woman of her time, she could not get the inheritance. So as long as she's described as her brother, as a man, she can get the inheritance and have the money that she deserves. So because of the time, she had to be quick and witty. This is a lovely romance. It was friends to lovers, as well as heroine in disguise, kind of forced proximity, and also a boss relationship too, since Cal is sort of the boss of Adam slash Ophelia. Love the romance. Cal is, I didn't call him a cinnamon roll hero, but he's very close, and he's just super romantic and very passionate. This book had lots and lots of passion. And oh my gosh, I wrote down even page numbers of like scene, not like dirty scenes, but like romantic scenes I want to go back to because just really passionate. This is my first book by Bethanny Bennett, and it will not be my last. This is book 2 in the series, Misfits of Mayfair, or The Misfits of Mayfair series. Book 1, I believe, is Any Rogue Will Do, which you can see here, and the third one comes out this summer, All Roads Lead to London. I does have the couple, I think, from the first book, but nothing was spoiled, so I'll definitely pick up the first book as well and enjoy that one. So I hope you enjoyed my video. That was all the books I read in the month of March. Like I said, it was kind of a weird month because I didn't necessarily do a lot of reading, but I had a lot of great books, so I really enjoyed all of those. Like I said, the Western Earl was 6 stars, Planet Barbarian was 6 stars, and the other 3, I had to look, were 5 stars. So I absolutely loved all my books. Yeah, I had so much fun. But let me know, what was your favorite book from the month of March, and what was your reading like in March? Did you get a lot of books read? Did you get no books read? Did you get a few? Did you meet some goals? I actually hit 20 books for the year with this book, and I always set my goal as 30 books. I feel like 30 is good. I know a lot of people like, well, my goal is, 6,000 books a year. I'm like, that's wonderful. I wish I could do that. I have tinnitus, so audiobooks don't work for me. I wish they did, because I would get so many wonderful books read because I love stories, but I can't do audiobooks because of my tinnitus. But I put down 30. I'd like to hit maybe 60 to 75, but I don't want to discourage myself by only, hitting 62 or something and not hitting that goal. But yeah, follow me on Instagram and TikTok at I'll Be Reading Romance, and have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.